Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is brought to you by Harlem Brothers for Wasserman Boxing in association with Ladbrokes, Newman and Infinitum Entertainment. Live on Channel 5 in the UK and Ireland and on the zone around the world. Sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, the steward in charge will be Des Rees, area representative of Ben Harmsworth. The three judges scoring this fight at ringside are Lee Avery, Sean McAvoy and Kieran McCann, and our third man in the ring in charge of the actions will be the referee Bob Williams. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live and in living color from the iconic York Hall in London, the moment we've all been waiting for. Fight fans, are you ready? Introducing first the fighter in the red corner, wearing red, white and gold. His official weight, 10 stone, 6 pounds, 3 ounces. He joins us with a record of 20 wins, 11 losses and 1 bout even, including 8 KO victories. He comes to us from El Bolson, Argentina. Please welcome El Gato, Miguel Antin. And now introducing the fighter in the blue corner, he's wearing white and red. His official weight, 10 stone, 2 pounds, 13 ounces. Holding a perfect record of 16 victories, no defeats, including 6 big wins inside the distance. Hailing from Brighton, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Harlem Eubank.
Okay lads, obey my commands. In the event of a knockdown, the fighter standing will go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves.
It's fascinating to see the fame that Harlem Eubank is just starting to attract. Harry Scarf has got a lot of fans here from Derby. They were all cheering. Harlem Eubank, his name is certainly growing, and of course his name can be a burden to carry around. And Barry, we've just heard from one iconic American fighter. I think Harlem Eubank's taking inspiration from another here.
Yeah, dressed as Sugar Ray Leonard. Certainly April 1987 versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler, and that was their same colour shorts, same colour boots, and it's a stick and move version of Roddy Sugar Ray, and Harlem we hope to do the same.
And George, what are you looking to see from Harlem Eubank here tonight?
Well, so far so good from Harlem. You know, he's moving off the back foot, but nice and calm and relaxed. You know, he wants to start this fight nice and sharp. We got into it a bit before the fight. You know, he's got a great feint. You know, and I think there's such a strange thing to pick sometimes, but it's so overrated and underrated, I should say. From there you can land a solid jab and everything else follows from it.
And also you get a reaction from your opponent, don't you? He either attacks and falls short, or he covers up and you get a look at where you can hit, what you can lead with. It's a really, as George said, underplayed and underused movement.
We saw Hayden Gardner in action last week, by the way. That was Antin's last fight as they take a tumble, both with a smile on their face, but just a touch of that blood from the weigh-in yesterday was visible there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it almost turned into a different sport there, man. I think Harlem put a smile on his face there. I think this sort of rough and tumble, a bit of wrestling will suit Antin more than Harlem, who likes to have a little bit of distance, a little bit of time to give that different look, to feint downstairs, feint upstairs, touch him with the jab.
And that's when that jab is so important, because even though you've got to keep creating the distance, he also has to step behind it now and again and put a bit of weight and just remind Antin he can't just walk through it.
Eubank says he wants 4 fights this year, with the last one being what he describes as a big one. Right hand there from Eubank.
Lovely right hand there from Eubank, just sat back, bounced off that back leg.
Set it up beautifully with the jab and went downstairs to the the body, and that's a slashing shot to the body as well from Eubank. Varying his work really well early on here, Barry.
He is, and he's changing the speed of the shots as well, which is quite impressive. He's starting with the jab on his shot, there from Antin.
No success there from Antin. Eubank won, I think there he felt he had some success.
No, he did. That was a really solid shot. He's coming to this fight, you know, at late notice, but coming 4 pounds heavier as well. So maybe the naturally heavier man tonight.
He put his whole body in that shot. That's a lovely response there.
There's a smile on the face of Eubank here. Suddenly got interesting there from Antin. As well, of course. Something from Antin at the end of that first round, just to make Harlem Eubank switch on and sit up and take notice.
The stick and move is the right idea for Eubank. The constant movement, then his hands go, but he also has to make sure he doesn't run too much and give away too much space, too much ground.
Antin closing the gap, and first time Eubank throwing that left hook that can be such a powerful weapon. The shot he certainly looks for.
Decent body shot there from Eubank. Out of the clinch.
And again, a real dig to the body. You can almost visibly see that slowing Antin up, although the Argentine said, come on then.
Gets himself back in the centre of the ring here, Eubank.
Look at the big uppercut there, Eubank. Something calm and measured about Eubank. Huge right hand there to the head of Antin, and he switches down to the body again. And he has that predator smile on his face, Eubank. He's starting to really fancy this, George.
He really is. Antin's a strong man. He seems to be absorbing his shots really well at this moment in time. And these are really forceful shots coming in from Harlem, and he never gives you the same shot twice. If it's a right hook, it comes to the body. The second one, it comes round to the head. Then he's thinking about dipping that left hook to the body.
Is that the key, George? That he changes the tempo of the punches and also the speed.
Yeah, I mean, changing the tempo, the speed, even just varying it from left and right, head and body. You're always keeping the man in front of you guessing. He never knows what to expect. He might see something coming from the right side, but you don't know if he's going to try and come long and whip behind the elbow or whip behind the ear. I think it's really clever boxing from Harlem. It must be something that you drilled week in, week out in the gym.
Such a tight team in that boxing booth, Jim. Immersed them. Josh Kelly here, watching on ringside. We've seen Barao in action already here tonight.
So be careful, don't bring that right foot forward too often. Eubank with good body assault. Clever boxing.
Of course, Michael Conlon's here as well, watching on tonight. Ahead of his world title shot, and they're all delighted with what they're seeing from Eubank so far, who's so popular in the gym. Always describes himself as a smiley one of the family. Good jab back from Eubank, and that's it. Antin back on his heels, and he looks to back it up with a big right hand. Great finish to the round. Listening to the Eubank corner, Charlie beat there with him.
See, when you don't rush it and you control him like that, mate, and you box him, things will open up, yeah? You'll read him. Keep doing that. Much better. remember, your speed comes when you're relaxed. It doesn't come when you're rushing nothing. When you change level, when you shoot, do it rather than chopping over. Just aim for that shoulder. Please land. It will land when you go down that side. Yeah? Don't forget the body. Step to the body.
Talk us through some of this action then, Barry.
Well, just what Charlie was saying about whipping that right hand over the top here, but he's taking the space here, Eubank, and the feet are good, as George was mentioning earlier, a little feint with the feet that goes the distance, and then letting his hands go with precision, speed, and I wouldn't say loads of power, but he's whipping those shots.
Seconds out. Round 3.
Antin has come to fight. He's been impressive in his own way, but Eubank would love a statement win here. He'd love a 7th win by knockout. He'd love to show that power that he's shown in bursts before. And he has started very well here, George. And again, we switch briefly to a different sport.
Yeah, I mean, I did appreciate that one. That was clever from Harlem, and to come over the front foot and he sort of let him go his own momentum. But a former martial artist, if I recall
Absolutely,
rightly.
yeah, very good karate practitioner.
Maybe some muscle memory kicked in there for him.
I think that was more matador than martial arts there. Just let him go through the cape and tumble over. But yeah, he was a brilliant karate practitioner as a youngster. He grew up watching Bruce Lee films. Harlem Eubank, British youth karate champion at the age of 10 and the age of 11.
There's that feinting with the foot that George was talking about before the fight. Just totally makes Antin just stop in his track. He doesn't know what's coming. What does he attack? Does he defend?
Yeah, there was slightly different makeup there from Antin, who now decides he's going to drop his hands, try and encourage Eubank to maybe fall over the front foot with an overcommitted attack.
But then now we got the Eubank that you were talking about just before the fight with Jeanette. He can take the space now, he can move forward with that feinting with the front foot.
No, exactly. I mean, when a guy's dropping his hands and leaning his head in, he wants you to aim for the head. And Harlem, he throws that right hook and it goes downstairs.
Eubank just stalking Antin there and then backing it up with a jab and then the right to the body.
This is an important moment here for you, not to worry about what Antin's doing. He wants you to lose your shape, wants you to get involved in this sort of action here, where you're swinging with another guy who can hit you. You're going to stay disciplined, right behind the jab.
Just to be clear, Antin can bang whatever the level. 8 knockouts on his record. Got to always respect that kind of power. Of course, the question is who he's knocked out, but you take the point, it's there.
Well, Antin's got to throw in combinations. He's got to throw in brusters and combinations because if he wants to ruffle the feathers here of Eubank, just to put pressure on him with force, hitting his shots. There's a guy who's a clever boxer, not getting hit too often, so you smothered him.
Word there from Bob Williams. He talks some sense into them.
Stepping on the front toe now of Antin stepping on Eubank's toe.
And clearly as well, I looked at the same time as you with a smile on my face. You can see the back of the heel come off the floor.
He's banging so hard to the body with that right hook, Eubank, trying to slow Antin down. Another good round in the bag for Harlem Eubank. Plenty of names and faces attracted to Channel 5 boxing tonight. There is the one and only Louis Theroux watching on next to Kalle Sauerland. All the stars are here. Most of them gravitated to Barry and George alongside me, but Louis Theroux is here as well, if that's your cup of tea. He's enjoying his night. There's Boom Boom Mancini. We heard him with Steve Bunce early on. Just great to see him ringside here at York Hall, and great to hear how impressed he was by the atmosphere as well. Whenever you see him, you think of that first round against Art Frias all those years ago.
Seconds out.
There's the Harry Scarf fans waiting for our third fight of the night here on Channel 5 against Jordan Dujon as we get round 4 underway here. Harlem Eubank, the tricky Miguel Antin. Swelling under that left eye, the left cheekbone of Antin.
This is the right tackling of Antin. This is what he needs to do. Force Eubank to fight. Put pressure on him. But it's got to do with the feet. You've got to close the gap as quick as you can. Make Eubank throw when you're throwing.
Every time Eubank lands with a hook to the body, Antin encourages him forward, and that's a sign that it's hurting him. It's a tell, I think, from the Argentine.
I never really noticed it before, but when you mentioned about the feint, no, I can't believe I didn't notice it. But he literally does it so often, so effective.
Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time in a booth gym once upon a time, so I can see elements of that. I know Booth is his main coach, but there's that low left hand style where it's just that nice little, just fidgeting in and out, in and out, in and out with the front foot. Just keep playing with the distance and the sharp lead hand. At the moment, Antin, the only time he can have success is when he rushes in and he has to cross his legs and let his hands go in threes and fours. Sometimes it works for him, but sometimes it's not. And then when Harlem can sort of keep him at the distance, give himself plenty of time.
Good bit of success there from Antin. And again, he just sniffs that he might be onto something. Using his strength here, Antin.
Good right hand there from Antin in that combination.
There's a left hook from him. There's still a smile on the face of Eubank, but just at times, Antin's making this interesting. Little flashes. Eubank just holding here, and Bob Williams telling him to let him go.
It's like getting on that solid jab here now, Eubank. Go back to keeping that distance, creating that distance, keeping it safe. Slowing Antin down.
There's that booming right hand again, as George was saying, set up perfectly by Eubank.
Again, without that feint, that right hand doesn't work.
And the next one, Barry, goes downstairs. He's always trying to give the guy in front of him a different look.
Step back, let him go. Focus on.
Let's have a listen in now to Charlie Bean.
Oh, you need to exchange with this guy. Yeah, you keep giving him a boxing lesson. He wants you to exchange because he knows he's not going to be there at the end rounds if you keep boxing. All right, that's where now your discipline needs to come into place. Yeah, you understand? All right, carry on. He's getting, when you're there, you're not getting bored of it. You keep doing it. You keep doing it. You're going to twitch him, you're going to feint him, that control pressure, you keep doing it. Don't get bored with it. Keep boxing it. Don't exchange with it. Your legs there. Your legs there. That's the first. Nice a lot of energy in that round.
Take a look at some of the work from Antin in that round, Barry.
Well, he got Eubank to throw with him, and that's what he needed to do all the time. As George said, he's crossing his feet up, making mistakes, but when he didn't cross the feet up, he lands a lovely right hand and a lovely left hook there. He wasn't under pressure there, Eubank, but he wasn't really hurt. He's under pressure, I should say.
Given that his flight landed in London at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, this is already pretty impressive from Antin. Of course, he's losing the fight. But the fact that he's in there trading and having these occasional moments, you can't fail to be impressed.
Really good advice in the corner though from Charlie Beat. Don't get bored with it. You've attacked it. It's working for you. Don't try and overthink stuff. Stick with what's working.
Able to close that gap door. And again showing that physical strength, just charging forward almost. It's not subtle, but it can be effective. Great combination though from Eubank.
Yeah, that was really good from Eubank there. Antin sort of, he wants to make it that dog fight. He wants to have a little bit of a slugfest, but if if you're the fighter in there and you want to keep it clean, as in you want to keep it looking classy, you have to finish the exchanges, and that's what Harlem did there nicely, finished it with a great left hook.
It's a lovely jab. Just stopped Antin in his tracks there with that left hand, and again, stepping behind it, putting a bit of weight on that left hand is so important there for Eubank. And this is his distance. He doesn't need to get any closer than this.
There's that jab to the body again from Harlem Eubank, keeping Antin guessing. Antin's just starting to chase him around the ring a bit here.
Fell over his own feet there, Eubank. He's moving around the ring, Eubank, just to try and frustrate Antin and also try and get back into the centre of the ring, but I think he just dances a bit too much and invites the trouble.
Yeah, I think that was so sharp from Eubank.
He can pivot there, can't he, George?
Yeah, and sometimes there's not a lot in it, but you can tell the difference between someone when you're moving around uncomfortably or when you're moving around in full control of the distance.
There's that left hook from Eubank. Little pocket of success though from Antin again.
Yeah, he threw the left foot, Eubank. I think the right hand of Antin was the better shot, possibly.
The blood around the nose of Harlem Eubank. Certainly signs that Antin's tiring here. I think that work to the body is having an effect on him.
He's putting his head out because his body should be tunnel vision where he's sucking into the baby for that headshot. Keep working that body. He's not going to like that. That's the only thing that you're hurting. He's got a big rock on him. Just tap that up there, tap that.
Hay que ganar con esto, con el corazón. Aquí hay que ganar con el culo, no le da
Just Antin had a little bit of success there, and as George was saying, you've got to finish the combination, and that's what he did. He just bided his time, didn't panic, and then threw a lovely uppercut left hook. And also, just using the elbow there, George just created a bit of space.
Yeah.
Good work from Eubank. Wasn't the pressure in the little pockets of that round, but still for me, still did enough for the most part to win another round, and he's finding at the punch here.
Seconds out. Round 6.
Channel 5 Boxing live from York Hall in Bethnal Green, one of those vibrant atmospheric nights here. Harlem Eubank landing a really good right cross to start this 6th round as we move into the second half of the fight. This is where our team wants it.
Good job though, he's been tying him up here.
Well, complaining that was low. He looked at one Williams and wasn't interested. You've got to keep boxing, you've got to keep protecting yourself.
Take a step to the side here, Eubank, and work through the middle.
Up and down. Again, punishing that flip to the body from Eubank.
You know the fight's getting tired, how easy he was to push off there, Antin.
The legs are certainly slow. They weren't enormously quick to start with, but Antin's feeling it. Right hand from Eubank, super shot.
Lovely drop back right hand there from Eubank, bounced off that right leg, punched him right through the target. Antin took it well. It was a terrific shot from Eubank.
But Antin's mouth is hanging open now. He's starting to feel the pace. He may just be there for the taking here.
Now those still feints that George was talking about earlier. They start to be more evident, more visible, and more effective.
Antin still throwing, still landing occasionally.
I think Eubank's starting to enjoy himself now. He's even happy to sort of sit in the pocket with Antin and battle away inside and try and get some better work on. I think that's kind of risky. Doesn't need to do that.
Is it to tire Antin out? Possibly. Making me physical.
In the Antin corner, they're urging him forward. And again, the throw over the hip. Eubank to the canvas. Antin's bent double, he's really feeling it.
And fitness is one thing, conditioning for a contest, you notice it.
He's the jab to the body, sets Antin back. Right at the end of the 16. Another shot to the body, drops Antin. Antin shaking his head, starting to feel sorry for himself here.
Dale aire, dale. Dale aire. Vaselina, toma. Dale aire.
Lovely right hand there from Eubank. Just as George said, a little step back, following right through that right hand there from Eubank. Some lovely bit of boxing there. There's that jab that hurt him to the body. He felt it, then another right hand just dips down to the knee. Protested the knockdown, but it's a knockdown all the same. Jab takes the wind out of his sails. Right hand puts him off balance. Takes a knee. Referee has to do a take the count. Good dominant round there from Eubank, who's a street ahead at the minute.
Yeah, there's certainly no argument on those scorecards, is there?
Round 7.
Antin is starting to look so vulnerable to the body here. You sense that maybe a Eubank finish isn't too far away. If he wants it, there's another hook to the body, George, and another.
Yeah, it seems that way. I mean, Eubank started this round really sharp off that left hand. I mean, this is where Antin's going to be comfortable, it's where he's going to get some sort of hope, and then he's able to march Eubank back, even if he's not landing. That's a razor sharp jab. That's ultimately what's going to win the fight, I think, at this point. Sets up maybe another shot.
Hooks to the body and then to the head. Measured work from Eubank there.
Look at Eubank tying him at lean. He knows his work and he's leaning on him.
Antin drops again. It was another left hook to the body. And this brave Argentine may just have had enough. Oh, he gets back to his feet. Can he hang on in there? Goodness me, he's tough. Now Eubank looks to hunt him down here. Chopping right hand to the head.
It's a long way to go in this round now. You haven't got to rush his work here, Eubank. You put your foot on the gas now, George, or do you stalk him down?
I think he's in full control, Harlem, and should maybe just, I mean, enjoy himself, just make no mistakes.
Once again, even that jab to the body knocks Antin back. He has been battered to the body. There's that slashing right hand there again.
I mean, they just pay dividend body shots, you know, and sometimes you might get half through a round and you think it's gone away, and then you get one more whack in the stomach and you're right back there. Your energy bar is dipping.
And also the investment in body shots don't always seem to work, and you're the one taking them all of a sudden. It's like that, it's instant, all of a sudden all your energy's gone, your legs are heavy.
Yes.
And you're slow, and that's important, you're a more hittable target.
There's a big dig to the body from Eubank. Feel Antin wincing, and then the right hook to the head. goes downstairs. Bob Williams having a look here. Antin just fighting back in time, but still, just over 10 seconds to go. Antin again just somehow finds a way to survive.
Mírame. 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 No tiene huevo de terminar el combate. No tiene huevo. Demuestra los huevos. Hay una aventura aquí. Agua, echale agua. Hoy la maleta.
Definitely just a moment for the first time in the fight that Bob Williams is taking a look there, George.
Yeah, no, he's having a real good look at Antin there. Because his feet are slowed so much and now the hands are just starting to drop a bit. Eubank is looking for the headshot.
Second out, round 8.
3 rounds to go then. They're going to feel like a lifetime for Miguel Antin.
Look at the effect that jab has when he steps behind now. It's always been a good weapon for him in this fight, but look at the head rock back when he does it now. That's fatigue setting in here.
The slowing target and the lessening of the punch resistance. Left hook from Eubank. That is his punch, isn't it?
Check his good thought. It's been a brilliant shot for him. At the same time, I wouldn't be switching off. I'd stay really sharp with your mindset if I was Harlem Eubank right now. And he's still there, he's still firing. He still carries power, just the way he's made up.
That uppercut rocked him, didn't it?
He likes to do that, Eubank, doesn't he? He likes to give ground, give you encouragement, and then explode into a shot. I just think in a fight like this, when he's got a guy hurt and tired, certainly tired, you don't give him any encouragement, that mental stimulant, his foot on his neck almost.
Exchange of left hooks that Eubank won. Again, he's got Antin going. Eubank down to the canvas, but it was a push.
I think he threw the punch and missed it.
Yeah, he put so much into that punch, he lost his footing.
Eubank's so good, he can knock himself down 3 times and still win a fight.
He talks a lot about mindset. George was mentioning it there, Harlem Eubank. He does stay switched on. He's got that almost Zen vibe you get from the karate, from those martial arts skills. He uses it effectively in his boxing career.
It's a lovely roll there. Underneath the shots there of Antin from Eubank.
Quieter 8th round. Maybe Eubank is starting to tire a bit as well here.
Less body shots thrown this round from Eubank. If I was a team, I'd encourage him to get back. Just keep honest.
Understand? Right, don't do that again, alright?
Twice now he's punched on the break, Antin, and that's why Bob Williams has just read a mini riot act here.
More than anything, those body shots have been working, haven't they? I mean, they've been the difference, actually, in a lot of them. They've been the ones that showed the effect on it.
Nice work on the inside there from Harlem Eubank. And the slip from Antin. Quick wipe of the canvas here from Bob Williams. Adam Booth complaining the reason for that is they're pouring water over him and it's going everywhere.
You can see it dripping off his shorts there, Antin. Good round here for Eubank. He's been a quieter round, he's been really effective in his work. Maybe need a little bit of a second wind.
Terrific fight still to come after this one, eagerly anticipated, not least by the Harry Scarf fans here.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round
Another
9.
excellent night of Channel 5 boxing. We've already seen Magic Matty Harris with the quickest of knockout wins. And now Harlem Eubank turning on the style against an almost unbelievably game late replacement here in Miguel Antin. And it's easy to look at Scarf Dujon, our final fight of the night, as a comfortable night for Harry Scarf, but I tell you, if you sit with Jordan Dujon and see the burning desire, well, it might not be as easy as people think. There's a right hook from Eubank that hurt Antin, made the legs buckle.
Just had to hold on there, didn't he, Antin? I'm not sure how much danger he was in, but he felt those two shots. And what's happening now, because he's tired, he's not seeing the punches coming as clearly as he did earlier.
Lovely left hook there from Eubank, great hand speed. Could be a very, very exciting year for Harlem Eubank. A test here from a late replacement, but much bigger tests to come potentially. As Antin just tries to unload here.
There's a lovely left hook there from Antin, whipping the head round there to Eubank. Sublime, it's a beautiful body shot.
Yeah. Full of a lovely right hook from Eubank as well. He's still picking the shots out well. Just feint up and down. We're waiting for that finishing shot. I think
been waiting for it for a while, haven't we? Feels like he's had Antin going for some time.
But he knows himself as well, Eubank. They're not saying that. He's not a devastating puncher, Eubank. He can punch his weight for sure. But he's not a devastating puncher, so he's not trying to take any risks.
Body and head there from Eubank. Nice clean work.
But he looks better in this position, doesn't he, Eubank? Putting the pressure on. Just giving all distance, coming straight back.
There's that jab from Eubank, sets everything up behind that, and he just lost his balance there momentarily.
it's a bit of a bad habit Eubank does have, where he leans right down but then he crosses his legs to break out, and it ends up being a bit clumsy. It's happened a few times in this fight, and it's even on the border of risky, because you're within punching range.
More important that you're not looking at his hands.
Te va a ir con huevo, te va a ir con super.
There is some of that Harlem Eubank works from the penultimate round.
Yeah, he's out of distance, he just takes a little slide in the distance. There's a right hand go nice and sharp with his work.
3 minutos de tu box. Está en tu mano. Sí que no pega duro. Le pegamos cartas de falta. ¿Me has escuchado?
They'll be looking at what he needs to do when he moves up that level. maybe several levels.
Antin looking to finish this fight strong. Must know he's behind on the cards. Made a real good account of himself tonight. Coming in late notice, showed no quit.
Body shot from Antin, paid back there by Eubank, and again Eubank with the right hand. You felt that, Antin, then? No, you're right, Joe. He's been fighting back there. He's been brave.
Has to get out of this corner. Another booming left hook to the body and then the right, and he picks these shots so well. Antin just sat in there once more.
Step back, step back.
Just needed half a step back there, Eubank.
There's that left hook again from Eubank.
Dip over the front foot, he leans over, doesn't he, sometimes. Gets himself in trouble.
At the moment, Eubank's still on the journey of improving, still needs quite a lot of thinking time. I appreciate that because it ends up resulting in some quality work. They have to reduce the thinking time required as he starts going through the levels. And just tidy up on some of them odd shots that are going through like this.
Right hand got through there from Antin and then a left hook. Antin is swinging for the fences here.
Lovely left hook there from Eubank though. I just feel the pop's gone out the punches there of Antin. He absorbed that quite easily, didn't he, Eubank?
Final minute of an unexpectedly intriguing fight. Eubank learning all the time, getting better. Antin unbelievably brave. Just thinking that Kane Gardner win looks a lot better than it did at the time now against Antin.
Stop boxing.
It does. Eubank is still on his journey, and I think that, you know, he would have loved to have got rid of this guy 4 or 5 rounds ago, but he's learning every time he gets stepped through them ropes underneath the spotlight, because he's always having to overcome something, even to the point here where his opponent's punching after the break.
10 entertaining rounds there. Harlem Eubank, the clear winner. Won't take long to get these scores sorted out, I'm sure. And they'll be pleased with him, and he'll be pleased to have got through. In the end, what's a difficult test when you have a late change of opponent? It's never easy, Barry, is it?
No, it's not, because, you know, you've been training for one guy and all of a sudden you might have to tinker with certain things, and it's the unknown what he does. But luckily, you know, you've seen Antin box before, you know, so he'll be able to sort of roughly adjust to it quickly. It was a good performance. He's a mover. He's a stick and move, isn't he? And that's what he does. He throws a combination, moves on the tag pretty well. Gives away too much ground at times. But all in all, George, it was a good performance, I thought.
That was a brilliant performance. I think Eubank's not. He doesn't have that equaliser power, and I don't think he ever will. But he understands that, and he does generate a lot of power through, you know, which I think is good technique. Varying the shots, keeping the guy guessing. He's always going. He never gives you the same shot twice in a row. The guy tonight in front of him was super tough, pushed him all the way, and this is just another learning fight for him. Where made a few mistakes tonight. He took a few too many shots there, and a few odd shots that he didn't need to take. He'll go back to the drawing board and maybe look to eradicate them for future performances. But a really good, solid performance from Eubank. I made him a clear winner. I don't really think he dropped a round.
The biggest thing for me was he leans over to the side and almost turns his body away when he's being defensive on the ropes. He's really good on the ropes, right? And as George mentioned, that check left hook he throws is fantastic. When he leans over, he always has to run away looking at the floor. That's his biggest flaw, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I remember David Hay used to be guilty of it. But what David Hay had was equaliser power. So sometimes you can cross his legs, come back like the Derek Chisora fight. He ends up going one way, turns away, and he'll put you to sleep. Harlem isn't sadly blessed with that.
Well, Tuka is desperately trying to get into the ring. As you can see, the fighters are ready along with the patient Bob Williams, and Tuka is there now to give us the benefit of the scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Here are the score totals. Kieran McCann had it 99-89. Lee Every 98-90. Sean McAvoy 97-91. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Let's hear it for Harlem Eubank.
Difficult test negotiated with some
Let's also hear it for Miguel Antin.
Harlem Eubank marches to 17-0.
There you have it, he maintains his unbeaten record. Harlem Eubank with the win over 10 rounds. But the action doesn't stop here tonight at York Hall. We'll be back after the break. Harry Scarf against Jordan Dujon coming up next.